call this meeting to order. And we'll stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America.
United States of America.
The republic for which it stands.
One nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We'll remain standing for a moment of silence, please. Thank you. Next on the agenda, we have open forum. Mr. Superintendent.
Good evening, Mrs. Watts, and good evening, board members and committee members. We do have one community member who signed up to speak today. So before I allow Mrs. Estrada to speak, I was just going to read the statement. The next item on the agenda is public comment. The public comment portion of our meeting is available to members of public who wish to address an agenda item to be considered by the boards on tonight's agenda. Anyone who wants to speak during public comments must sign in prior to the start of the meeting and list the agenda item they want to discuss. Each public comment speaker will be allowed a maximum of 3 minutes to address the board. Public comment portion of the meeting will allow all speakers who have signed up before the meeting to address the board at this time regarding an item on tonight's agenda. I ask that you not discuss students who are not your own child. Policies, DGBA, FNG, and GF are available for specific complaints regarding employee, parent, and community members' complaints respectively. Thank you. And our first speaker is Ms. Linda Estrada. Welcome, Ms. Estrada.
Good evening, Don ISD school board members and everyone else at this meeting. Hope everybody's staying safe and healthy. What makes an effective leader in education? The words to define a leader are not far off from the same words that might describe an excellent educator. Many of the same traits that are valued in a teacher are invaluable in a leader trying to create a better school or community environment. As educators are at the heart of the classroom inspiring student success, educational leaders are at the center of a community driving student, teacher, school, and even district-wide success. Traits of effective leaders: visionaries and passionate for what is to come and transmit great enthusiasm. They have integrity, clearly demonstrate firm principles, adhere to high morals and professional standards. They are also respectful and honest. They are moral, fair, and truthful. They are courageous and dedicated, committed to an idea or cause which will ultimately not let them sleep at night. They are good communicators and influencers. They are a person who effectively shares information with others and has others follow willingly. They are compassionate. They not only talk a good talk, but seriously act to improve and be sympathetic to others' needs, many times even before their own. This area is one of concern recently with the lack of understanding from our administration regarding legal and possible remote work accommodations to protect Don ISD employees and their families. A leader can transform a school or community for the better and ensure success for both students and educators. As an educational leader, you should take time to grow your practical skills, adjust your style to meet the complex demands of your community, and try to influence others to follow your lead willingly, and not only because you are the boss. We recommend a one-year term contract for the superintendent, just as teachers who are subject to one-year term contracts. The school leader should be able and be willing to humble himself professionally by being a role model and expect the same standards as teachers do from year to year. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Mr. Estrada.
Thank you very much. Next we have consent agenda. Board members, is there any questions or any clarifications that you might need on the consent agenda? If not, I need a motion.
Make the motion to approve.
A motion made by Mr. De Los Rios.
I second the motion. I second the motion.
Second by Dr. Valdez. How do you vote, Mr. Guerrero?
Well, you guys jumped the gun. I had a question.
Okay.
Okay, and this is something of a general form. And I was looking at the information that was provided to us by central office, and I noticed that in a couple of the items that are up for approval, we only had one vendor that applied for these um, namely the quantum mechanics, and then also I know that the Western State Fire Protection only had one vendor that applied. Is there a reason why we are only being given the top one? And was there more people that applied, or only one company is being given the opportunity to apply for these positions, for these jobs?
I'll let Ms. Cancino answer this question. Ms. Cancino?
Good evening, Superintendent Board members. On the RFP for the fire extinguisher, sir, is that where you have a question?
Yes, that one, and
Western State Fire Protection. So they were the only ones that submitted a proposal, so they were the only ones that were evaluated.
okay. And what about the quantum mechanics?
Let me check that one. Quantum mechanics. I believe they were also the only ones that submitted a proposal, sir. And on this one, I do recall some conversation on this one. The reason being because of the time frame and the availability of the products and the AC units.
Okay.
And it was basically logistic problems for the other companies that they may not be able to meet the demand or what we needed in the time frame that we needed. So I know that they did call, and they other vendors did call, and after we answered their questions, we only received that one proposal.
And so that was the only proposal.
Yes, sir.
That was a question because I did notice that like on quantum mechanics, I went to their website and I did look at their reviews and stuff, and there was some questionable response to those reviews of and I was just wondering if we had more, had we maybe. But if is this something that absolutely needs to be done immediately, or is there something that maybe we can go out for rebids on it?
I know for a fact that one of the campuses here, Singletary, has been without their AC unit in the front office pending approval of this proposal. I want to say that for a couple of months.
Okay. All right.
So as far as that campus is concerned, yes, we do have a sense of urgency. But I will leave it up to the board if they decide for us to go out and request for proposals again.
But your recommendation is to go with it, Mr. Superintendent?
Yes, Mr. Guerrero. Our recommendation is to take it for a vote, like Ms. Cancino was saying. One of the campuses is Secretary, and I know they've been having issue with the HVAC unit, and the only way we can do it is to replace it. This is what this RFP is for: replacement, not to fix it, but to replace it.
Okay. Thank you very much for the explanation, and I will also vote in favor.
Okay, Dr. Mary? Can you hear me, Dr. Mary?
She's muted, Dr. Mary.
Okay, favor.
Ms. Reina?
Favor.
Colonel?
Favor.
Okay, we're all voting. I also vote in favor, and motion passes. The time is 6:09, and we're going into executive session. It's authorized by the Texas Government Code sections 551.071, 551.072, 551.073, 551.074, 551.075, 551.076, 551.082, 551.083, and 551.084. We will be going into executive session. Thank you.
So Robert, from here.
I was outside. Ya estaba llorando yo. Only girl.
Don't turn them on.
No, thank you, sir. Is it working?
All right. Just a little bit, babe, because I get, there you go. Right there's fine. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, everybody. Is everybody in already?
I'm here.
Mr. Guerrero, Mr. De Los Rios.
I don't know if I see.
I'm here.
There he is, David.
I don't know if I see.
Mr. Guerrero, right? He's missing.
Val, we need to teach Val a mini IT course. I'll join him. I'll join him.
We're always like, where are you, Mr. Guerrero?
I just click away here and there until I find out where.
Oh, that's right. Let's just click on that. Yeah. Is it? He's not down yet, right?
This makes me think of how when students accidentally get into the wrong Zoom class, the teacher's like, "You're supposed to be in the other class."
Yes, he's here. I see him.
Okay, good.
Third link down.
Okay, good, good, good. Okay. Okay, the time is 6:53 and we're back to open session to take possible action on matters discussed in executive session. A, discussion and possible action to approve superintendent's recommendation of personnel, approval of recommendation for professionals to include hiring and termination recommendations.
I move.
Motion made by Dr. Mary,
Second.
second by Ms. Alicia Reina. Mr. Guerrero? I don't think you can hear me. Mr. De Los Rios, how do you vote?
Favor.
Dr. Valdez? Favor. Colonel?
Favor?
I can't hear you, Colonel.
Favor?
Okay, thank you. We're just waiting for.
Now you're on.
Okay, I'm on, but what are we voting on?
On the first one, A, On discussion and possible action to approve superintendent's recommendation of personnel, approval and recommendation of professionals to include hiring and termination recommendations. So we're all voting, we're waiting for you.
Favor.
I also vote in favor. Motion passes. Thank you, sir. B, discussion and possible action to approve to employ Director of Special Education.
I move.
Motion made by Dr. Mary,
Second.
second by Ms. Alicia Reina. Mr. Guerrero, how do you vote?
In favor.
Mr. De Los Rios?
Favor.
Dr. Valdez?
I vote against.
And Colonel?
I vote against.
I also vote against and motion passes. Oh, David, did David vote? Yes?
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to. Okay. Number C. Discussion and possible action on superintendent's contract. Oh,
I make a motion that we do a 2-year extension.
Discussed in executive session.
mhm. Did you second that, Mr. Colonel? Who sec? I just heard Dr. Mary that she made a motion. Is there a second?
A second.
Second by Mrs. Reina. How do you vote, Mr. De Los Rios?
Vote against.
Okay, Colonel?
In favor.
Okay.
I vote in favor.
Okay. Dr. Valdez?
Favor.
Favor? Guerrero? Guerrero?
In favor.
I also vote in favor and motion passes. Now, D, discussion and possible action to approve pending or contemplated litigation, settlement matters, and or matters where the professional duty under state board requires private consultation with the school attorney. No action. I need a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Motion to adjourn.
Sorry, who made the motion?
I second.
Yes, read the motion.
Favor.
Favor.
Who's second? I couldn't hear.
Colonel.
Okay, second by the Colonel. Okay, now we can vote. Mr. Guerrero's.
In
Sorry.
favor.
Dr. Mary,
Favor.
Ms. Reina,
In favor.
Mr. De Los Rios.
Favor.
I also vote in favor and motion passes and meeting is adjourned.
Yay. Y'all have a safe weekend.
Thank you.
Enjoy
Thank
your
you.
vacation. Be safe.
Thank you.
Stay safe, everybody.
Yes, ma'am. Everybody's wearing masks and Lysol everywhere.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.